Hello everyone, welcome back to episode 42 of Enigmatica 6 Expert. This is the answer to the great question of life, the universe and everything. And today we're going to answer the question, can we build the iridescent, what is that thing called? The iridescent thing. This guy, the Iridescent Altar. I think we have almost everything except for the ethereal slate. So I have everything ready to go. I made these guys between episodes up here. I don't have any more going at the moment. Okay, I just realized my game sounds off, but now they're on. I made them in here. It's very straightforward to make. You just put liquid starlight there, and then you throw in a crystal, and then you throw in the stardust, and then it eventually turns into these guys. I made a few, just the 4 from that little hole there. And I have a few more of these. I don't have a whole lot of them, but I don't know if there's a better way to get them. The other thing I've been working on is I've been trying to figure out a good way to get aquamarines. To get the shale, there's basically 2 ways. There's the way with the laser drill, and there's liquid containment chalices with liquid starlight and lava. This one is actually pretty fast. I tested this in creative, and it goes pretty quickly. But to make the containment chalice, we need to upgrade our altar to iridescent. But I was trying this one to see how fast it is, and it's not very fast at all. So I have 4 laser drills with nitro solar panels on it. And yeah, this is how fast this thing progresses. And this thing progresses so slowly. And then I have 6 light blue laser lights to try and concentrate it on the aquamarine shell. We get plenty of diamond chunks, which is also light blue. But yeah, not too many aquamarine shells. We get 4 aquamarines per shell if we automatically crush it or something. I think we can do it in the enrichment chamber or something, and you get 4. Or some of these ones give you 4 and a bit. You can fortune it and you get way more than 4 as well. But yeah, that's kind of slow. The containment chalice is definitely the fastest way to get them. So that's what I'm going to do once I get the iridescent altar up and running. But the main thing we are missing from this is these 2 guys here, the ethereal slates. To make the ethereal slate, you need a tier 5 blood altar, and you need 200,000 LP. That's quite a lot. So that's why I've made these 2 sets of runes. We have 26 runes of capacity, 26 runes of augmented capacity, and I'm hoping that will be enough. I replace all this dirt with the runes, and I put beacons there, and that should be a tier 5 altar. Actually, one question. Do you have to have the beacons turned on? Like, do they have to be glowing? I have lots of nether stars. That's a good question, because that means I'll have to dig through the roof, and hopefully there's nothing up there. Let's see, actually. What is up there? Let's just go straight up here. Oh, okay, it's the side of the mountain. That should be fine then. So let me put these through. I can break all this out. And whoops. There was a dungeon here. Let's break these out, and I'm going to put 26 runes on this side, 26 runes on the other side, and then, yeah, 26 on the other 4, all 4 sides, 26 runes. And that should, I don't know, I haven't measured how much we're actually going to get. I haven't got the calculator out and figured it out, but I guess we'll find out once we do it. Hopefully it's 200,000, because the crafting for the ethereal slates goes super duper fast. And I don't think my input is fast enough to keep up with it. Oops. Okay. Ah. There. Now let's see how much can we fit. Oh, okay. That's plenty. We only need 200,000. We got 500. We only needed 200. So I'm not planning to automate this because I don't think I need that many. We shall see. I have a bunch of demonic slates still, so let's just do one at a time. And let's see how fast it goes too. So there's one. Yeah, oh, actually, the input keeps up quite well. It's going down a little bit, but not as quickly as I thought it would. So there's the ethereal slate. Oh, wow. Our altar is pretty OP. More OP than I thought it would be. There we go. And, yeah, we've got heaps and heaps of blood here from our automatic one down here. It's still filling up, so we're still killing these guys, and it's been going on for several weeks now. But yeah, excuse me. Yeah, but this is good. And the thing I like about this is the orb takes it out and puts it into the LP network before the pipes suck it out, so I don't have to build a third one. I was thinking I might have to build a third one. Oh, and turns out, yeah, I just realized we have a tier 5. So we don't actually need these guys to touch the sky, to reach the sky. So that's good. Maybe I'll dig it out anyway, but it's not required, it seems. Okay, let's make the Iridescent Altar. We should be able to now. Yep. And it's almost nighttime. Okay, now it's more nighttime. We need quite a lot of starlight, but with our 4 relays with lenses in them, we should get that quite easily. Oh, while we're waiting for that to build up, let me show you the other thing I did. So I made the what is this thing called again? The attunement altar. I built the structure around it. And I also built that thing there, the starlight infuser. This is useful to make lenses. I needed lots of lenses for something. Oh, I had to make lenses to make the purple lenses, which were part of the iridescent altar. Yeah, so I think that was what I was doing it for. I'm pretty sure I needed more lenses than that for some reason. I can't remember what it was now. Oh, I think it was to... No, I don't know. Anyway, for some reason I needed a bunch of lenses. And this is much easier than doing it with resonating gems because it's just a little bit of starlight. So if you look at the recipe, it's either 4 resonating gems and a little bit of starlight, or you do it in the starlight infusion altar and you get it's the same output, like 1 infused equals 2, but you don't need resonating gems, which is quite expensive. So the only downside is because I don't have the containment chalice, it'll occasionally take away one of these blocks of liquid starlight, so you have to constantly refill it. But once this thing is ready, we will be able to make the containment chalice. Oh, that was why I needed the lenses, because I made a bunch of these astral relays. Yeah, there we go. Oh, did I have a... Did I see... What did I see? Nothing. Okay. I've tried to put torches everywhere to light up the place, but there's still stuff spawning. If I turn on the light overlay, it's pretty clear. There's not that many spaces for light. Oh, that was another thing I made too. I made the telescope, and I've discovered all of the bright constellations. Yes, wait, how come that guy had almost no health? Where did he come from? See, there's like, down here, it's because of the way the mountain is. I might build like a double high wall around here or something just to stop the mobs from annoying me. I don't want to put a feral flare lantern down because I find they break a lot of the... like when the feral flare places its light source, it breaks a lot of astral sorcery stuff. So I can't really just put one down and light up the whole thing. I don't know. Okay, this thing is ready. Let's go. To make the structure around it as well, I've been using the schematic cannon. I use the schematic cannon to make that and that. It's pretty cool. It's like kind of slow compared to the copy paste tool, but it looks cool, so I kind of like it. We're going to need it quite a lot in the future. Let's grab it so we can get the quest. Okay, now we got to build the structure around it, right? So I'm going to use the schematic cannon for that too. Schematic cannon and the blank schematic, and I have oh, I don't know why I put it down there. I should probably just bring it with me. Here we have the Iridescent Altar. Is that going to be it? Let's find out. How big is this thing? Yeah, this looks like it probably is it. Let's head up here again. Oh, let's actually sleep so that the mobs don't annoy us. And I'm going to move it so it's like right over the edge here. But in the future, we're going to have to build the automatic iridescent altar. Yeah, this thing here. It has a bunch of stuff around it. So I want to make sure we have enough space around it so that I can build all of this extra stuff too. Again, we're going to use the schematic cannon for this because it's way too complicated to build by hand. But let's figure out where we're going to put this thing. I'm thinking like not too far away from where we already were. Maybe just here. Something like that. Let's see. Yeah, I think that works. And then we can build the bigger one around it, maybe further down a little bit. Let's put it down a little bit. We gotta go here, and then we can move it down like that. I think that's probably a good spot for it. And maybe we will level out the mountain a little bit. I don't know, maybe we'll have a higher peak up here. But yeah, we're gonna have to dig out around it. Okay, so I haven't dug everything out yet. The schematic cannon can actually dig out for you as well. But basically, we get that. We get the... we have the book already from a different build, I think. Or did I throw it out? I must have thrown it out. So we can grab a book. And the book tells you what materials you need. So let's put the schematic in there. Let's turn the book on. And then it'll tell us what materials we need to pop in the chest. So we need chiseled marbled 4, the iridescent altar itself, of course. Like so. And if we pop that in the chest, and then we redo the book again, and it'll tell us that, okay, now that we've got the iridescent altar in there, it tells us the stuff that we need in addition. So there you can see there. We need 49 sooty marble, 4 rune marble, marble pillars 8, marble brick 68. So yeah, let me do that. I'll dismantle this guy, and then I'll use those as the starting point, and then I'll fill it up with the rest of the stuff we need. All right, we have everything now. We need some gunpowder to turn it on. Just a little bit, that's fine. And then we set it to replace solid with empty. So that'll clear out all of these blocks here. It doesn't keep the blocks, it just like destroys them. So then we press play and it'll get going. Alright, there we go, that's done. I noticed this one up here is already linked to it, so it actually works even from way up high like this, even without the line of sight. That's interesting. But I'm going to have to move these 4 guys closer in so that they can continue giving it starlight, so that we can get enough starlight for everything that we will possibly need. Yeah, so let's do that real quick. There we go, we got those 4 guys going. This one up here, I'm probably going to clear out the mountain a little bit here, because we're going to need space here anyway for the automated one. So I might tear down some of this mountain. And move it down so that it's a bit more level, and also, you know, tidy up this mountain so it looks a bit more natural instead of just a weird cliff like that. It's kind of similar to what I did here. I've kind of reshaped the mountain a little bit to try and make it look a little bit more natural. It's not too natural, but anyway. So now we should be able to make the containment chalice. I want to make 3. Mobs. I want to make 3, 2 so that we can make the automatic aquamarines, and then 1 so I can put over at the starlight infuser. And once we have that, then we'll be able to automate aquamarines, and also maybe automate resonating gems as well. So it's not too expensive. We need some 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 astral relays around here. Leave me alone. I think I must have, yeah, I've got to clear out some of this darkness here. Oops, that's not what I wanted to put. I wanted to put torches down. Let's get some of this stuff going so that we can get rid of these crazy mobs. I'm gonna have to do something to light up this area more better, because this is just so annoying. There's a spider over there, just what we need. Maybe some illumination powder here as well will help. Why has he got not as much health? That's kind of weird. Yeah, where did they come from? They're like they come from so far away. Anyway, let's get the stuff together for the containment chalice. We got to put 5 of these around. So there. That'll do for 5. So it should pop them off. Right. I think that's what will happen. Do they need to be on the black area? I didn't think so. I thought they could be on the white area. Alright, it's a new night. I've put these onto the black area, and I've also put 1 set of ingredients in. I'm not sure if that was also a problem. Maybe it was trying to make too many. We have 5, so they should pop off, I think. Let's see if this works now. Oh, yes, it worked. Okay, good. We have enough ingredients to actually make 4. Okay, so we have 4. Now, the question is, how do we... So I have... this is where we make our liquid starlight. Once we have infinite aquamarines, then I can just like automate this and have this always full and always filling up. But for now, I'm going to put this just over here randomly. And basically we need to fill this one up with lava and this one up with liquid starlight, or the other way around, I guess. So we need some exporters and we need some cables. Man, these mobs. I'm going to do something about that for sure. Okay, so there, and we'll get a bucket of lava and another bucket of starlight. I don't think I have a bucket of liquid starlight yet. No. So let's grab one. And then we export. It doesn't really matter which one is which. Starlight into 1. Oh wait, no, it needs to be fluids. Starlight and lava. And then we can connect the cable up to over there, where we have the other cable. And then you can go there, like so. Alright, so there we go, and there we go. It's making sand, and 2% of the time, that sand will be aquamarine shale. So let's get some hopper, or a hopper. And we'll get a chest, or a barrel, or something. And basically I'm gonna trash the sand, because I have lots of sand. And we're just going to filter out and keep the aquamarine shale. Oh, not that. Ah! There. And I guess we'll want some glass to make sure that it goes in the hopper. I think it'll go in the hopper because it appears right above where the hopper is. Get lost. Oh yeah, so we've already got 1 aquamarine shale, right? Compared to that thing over there, this is like incredibly, incredibly fast. 2% of the chance, 2% of the time, so 1 in 50, we get an aquamarine shale. So that's like, you know, maybe slightly less than a stack of sand to every 1 aquamarine shale. Which is great. And then we can fortunate to get more than 4, but I think because we get them so much now, I'm not going to bother with that. So there's fortune. And we get 17. So yeah, I could do that as well and get even more. Or we could just stick with an enrichment chamber or something and just get the 4. Okay, there we go. We just got another one. So like 100 or so sand and 2 aquamarine shells. That's exactly, in fact, 2% chance. So the other thing I was going to do is down here we put another containment chalice somewhere. Does it have to be here? like touching the structure. I don't know. And then we want to export into this one also. Liquid Starlight. So actually, well, the other thing I wanted to check. Oh, there's a dark spot over there. How quickly does this use up Liquid Starlight? Not very quickly at all. So these things can hold quite a lot, 64 buckets of it. And this is 128 buckets. So I'm going to totally empty this out. Actually, let me fill this up again. Yeah, with just these two containment chalices. But it's totally worth it. So let me hook this one up to the other cables. I'm going to need more cables. And then we can automate this guy as well. So you got to pipe in from the bottom. I think it's okay to pipe it in, to have this down here on this level. I wanted to have this up one just because I think it looks nicer. But if I have to have this up level with it, then I'll do that as well. Let me just see. We can make 2 of these. And yeah, I'm just going to test this out. And then once I've confirmed that it works, then we can automate this. Okay, there's one, and right click with that, and okay, it is working because you can see it pulling from there. Okay. Now to automate this, I'm going to use our good friend modular routers. I haven't tested this, but I'm pretty sure this will work. We should just use, I think it's activator modules for both of them. So you need to use a resonating wand on it. So we should be able to use... Let's craft up this guy. We need some counts of the end. And I think you need to use the activator on the item on here rather than, it's not an inventory. So let's see how we can do this. So I've looked this up all over the place, and it seems like this is intentional. You can't automate this thing. It has to be clicked by a player. That's kind of a shame. Oops. But on the other hand, there's not that much interesting that you can build with this thing, so I guess it's fine if we have to do it by hand. I could still use resonating gems to make the lenses. It's just slightly painful to make lots of resonating gems, but I guess that's what we have to do. So I just found this recipe here, Enigmatic Fortunizer, which I think will help us make these guys. So I chucked a bunch of the sand out. So far we've got 20 aquamarine shales. I think what we could do is place our fortune diamond pickaxe there. Put no, how do we put one there? Do we just put it in front of the machine? What's the front? Nope. That's weird. Do we have to pipe it in? How do we get it in there? Let's try. Which side looks like the input? Not that side. Let's try all of the sides. Maybe we put it in from the top as well. That one? Nope. This one? Nope. This one? Nope. Drop it on top? Nope. Maybe it doesn't work with aquamarine shale? That would be annoying. The other thing I saw was there's the fortune upgrade, which we can place in a destructor, refined storage destructor. It takes a fortune 3 book, which I don't have a fortune 3 villager. My villager is like fortune 6 or something. So I'd have to try and get a fortune 3 villager somehow. I don't know why I can't put it in there. Let's try a regular chunk and see if that goes in there. Does you just... Oh, you do just place it there. Huh. I only got 1 diamond? Well, what's the point? It has fortune like 7 on it. Oh, there, we got 4 that time. I guess it's like actual fortune. Yeah, okay, fine. Okay, 7. That makes sense. But it doesn't work with aquamarine shell. That's a shame. Or does it need to have a shovel in there? Does it check what kind of shovel? Maybe it checks the kind of item it is. So I don't actually anvil. I do have a fortune book that I can apply to it. One of these books will be fortune, whatever my villager is. There. So let's see if it works with a shovel. Oh, no. There. And now does it work? No, still you can't put it in there. Oh, wait, no, the shovel didn't go in. Okay, fine. That thing doesn't work. Look, see? Fortune 5. It's too high level. Nothing. Okay, I'm giving up on villagers. We have 40 aquamarine shales already. So I think if we just use the enrichment chamber or something, that's going to give us enough. That gives us 4, right? Yeah, 4. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to enrichment chamber it. Maybe I could, for these initial ones, I could use my fortune pickaxe. So we had 38. And the fortune pickaxe will get us a lot. Like a lot. Let's see. Yeah, that's a lot. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to set up a storage system for these. We'll put the fortune, the enrichment chamber up here. I'll get these chucked out because we don't want this sand. We get sand in other ways. There's no need to have another sand. Let me clean up around here. Yeah, we'll come back. Okay, so I've been trying to get horologium for like about 2 hours earlier today, and then I just randomly logged in now. It was nighttime. I looked at my telescope, and the very first thing I see is horologium. I tried making the you can make the constellation paper in here. So I actually made horologium, which is, it's not that difficult to make them. You just needed, this one needed a clock and a bunch of stardust. So I made this one so that I could learn it. I don't know why it still says question mark. But then I spent ages and ages waiting for the silly eclipse to come. Hey. And it didn't work. I couldn't find it. But I just logged in and like it was right there. I traced it and I've been staring at this constellation paper so long that I just like instantly recognized it. Anyway, as you can see, I've also done some decorating. I turned all of the weird stone into regular stone and like randomized it a little bit. I put down some mega torches so the mobs don't spawn. Although I don't know why that spider still spawned. I think the spiders can still spawn down further and they'll climb up. Because the other thing I did was I went around and I made a too high wall all the way around. So there should be no way for a mob that spawns down there to come up and get me. I guess except for spiders. So that's one thing. But yeah, that's the main 2 things I've been doing. I also attuned myself to... I forget which one. One of them. I was trying to find horologium. And actually, while I'm here, let's do this one. Since it's already the right time of day. So we don't want to waste our time here. We want to get a stone attuned to horologium. I mean a crystal, you know. That should be it, right? Yeah, there we go. And let's get a crystal. I think we could do it with these guys too, right? Let's do both of them, why not? Because, yeah, this thing is... we need horologium for... Do we just drop it on there? I think you do, right? Don't become day, no! No, it's too late! Ah! That'd be right. I should have done that quicker. Because we need horologium for the next part of the quest. which is going to be making antimatter. Polonium. Yeah, we need it for this. So there you go. There's horologium there. We need it to make the solar neutron activator. So I need a crystal that's attuned to horologium. So yeah, I'll have to wait another 36 days for the next one to appear. I'm going to leave that down there. So if I happen to see it in glowing, then we know it's time to attune those crystals. But anyway, yeah, this is done really well. 17 stacks of aquamarines compared to this thing over here, which has been running the whole time as well, and I only have 42 aquamarine shells. This is like totally useless. But anyway, I think we're out of time. I've also cut out a bit of the cliff here. This is where we're going to put the automated iridescent altar. It's going to be a little bit further over, so it's not going to be right there. It's going to be a few blocks further this way. And then I have this little area here where this is like where I'll, when I teleport up here, and we have this thing running here. And over here is where we collect our starlight. Oh, look, it's full. Yeah, I might make a bigger tank actually, because now that we have this going forever and we have 17 stacks, I feel like we could probably get a black hole tank or something of starlight, because we'll probably need lots of it. But yeah, that's all we have time for right now. I'm going to keep trying to get the horologium crystals attuned so that we can make the solar neutron activator for this guy. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!